Really just kind of got started into the restaurant business more as wanted to get away from my father's business, and found a way to get in, get away from that, and fell in love with the business and was able to be creative and learn a lot, and just really got taken away from it by then, and just developed that into a career.
But what really got me into food is when I first started going to New York as a young kid. The restaurants there, it was more than just going out to eat. It was an event, it was a show, the food was art, it was this whole choreography. And there was also some glamour involved with it, and I loved it. That really kind of showed me what food could become. It wasn't just something you fill your body with.
The Birth the Table one was kind of spawned out. Jonathan and I had, he moved back from Portland. I had convinced him to come back and help me. We were opening Iguana, and he was contemplating moving back. I said, come back, help me get Iguana opened, and we'll figure out a game plan from there. We knew Iguana wasn't going to be the place for him and I to hang our culinary hats, and it just wasn't that style of restaurant, but I needed help getting it open. So he came back, helped me get it open, and the whole time we started game planning. Ideally, what we wanted to do was open, a restaurant that we would hang our culinary hat on and say, this is it. A lot of that, it would take a lot of planning, and we're still in the planning stages for that. It's a process. We want to do a lot of, certified organic, a lot of local foods, bringing back a lot of things that are native to Oklahoma and using those and incorporating them into the restaurant. But that's a process, and working with all these farmers, sourcing all these ingredients and getting all that, we needed, 2 years to do that. We didn't really have that kind of time frame. We wanted to jump in and start doing something, so we kind of looked at what our options were and decided a catering company was going to be the way we wanted to go.
When Ryan and I decided to do a catering kitchen, saw the space, was like, let's put a table in it. Otherwise, one, for myself, I didn't want to just do catering. I've never really done catering, in all honesty, and really didn't have a want to do it, but it was an easy way to get us going and in all honesty, get a paycheck coming in, but being able to be free.
Use it as a development stage for our restaurant, in the sense that we can test and develop recipes and have other people besides ourselves in here to come in, enjoy them, try them, give us feedback. We can work on developing them, see if they work. And
I personally was like, this is going to bomb. Well, at least we got the catering thing. If people show up, great. Well, now they're showing up a lot, which gives me a lot of hope for doing a restaurant, as well as for the culinary community in Oklahoma.
You have this one-table restaurant. You have two young guys who are just doing what they love, for no other reason. It's not because, not any other reason than we love what we do, and we need a place to be creative. And, just as an artist needs canvases to paint on, we need people to feed. And whether it's one table at a time, or more than that, this is just kind of a starting point. We don't have a menu. We don't let the guests choose anything. We create the menu for that party based kind of on some of their tastes, seasonal foods, what's available locally, all those kind of factors play into it. And then we create a menu. So it's more of a connection process, because it's not like you're ordering something off of a menu and you say, oh, the buffalo sounds good, I'll try that. It gets delivered to you, you taste it and enjoy it. This is a connection thing, because we've actually prepared this just for you.
If you give people a menu like, well, I don't know what, last night I did a pickled shark parfait of different flavors of, ceviche, so people can be like, well, I'm not going to order pickled shark. Be like, I wouldn't order pickled shark, but it's freaking delicious. That's one of the things that helps it go along, is you just feed it to them. And that's where I think a lot of responses come, and people eat things they've never had. If Table One's saying anything, and I don't want to be bold, but is that the chefs can go out and do something different that people will respond to it. You don't need a big, huge piece of meat, a big load of potatoes and asparagus in every dish. You can play around and people will respond. You just have to know what you're doing and do it well.